welcome back to the episode of Stories of Horror. Another episode we dive into the mysteries and the unknowns of the world. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Without further ado, hit the intro. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Stories of Horror. This is episode 9, and by the title, you know what this episode is about. Are sirens real? And we did kind of a couple of these already before. I did the one about the vampires and werewolves, which was the first episode of doing a dive through history and legends and mystery. We did one with the aliens, talking about different UFO encounters and different extraterrestrial encounters. Now we dive into something else. We dive into sirens. We dive into something that's kind of like was brought from Greek mythology, but some say could be real, and some say is completely just made up. So we don't know exactly, but we're gonna dive into some of the history and some of the stuff that we found and get right into it. So let's get straight into the first thing, which is the history of sirens. Sirens being real has not been proven yet. Sirens are creatures from Greek mythology who were said to lure sailors to their demise with their beautiful singing. By the 14th century, the identity and the legend of sirens was altered into a half-human, half-fish-tailed like creature. Basically, the summary of what sirens are and what they do. I show you some images of what people proclaim they look like and proclaim they are, and that's basically just a little just a little summary of what it is. Now, the next section of this video, we're going to dive into some people who have claimed to have found evidence of the actual existence. We're going to have some videos that people claim to seen. For some of the videos, in my opinion, they don't look too real. But some of the videos people claim to be real. Remember the documentary they made? I forgot what it's called. It was called the Legend of the Mermaid, or Legend of the Sirens. It was something like that. They made on the History Channel. They got debunked, and people saying it's a hoax. Now, sometimes when things get debunked, it could be a way of course, it's being debunked because it's not real. But sometimes it can be debunked in a way of them trying to hide something. But you never know exactly what happens. But we're gonna dive into some of the history stuff and some of the evidence that people claim to have found right now. Now, a lot of people in the past have claimed to have found a siren body, but they all have been debunked in the past. But earlier this year, there was this one instance where this scientist was trying to solve a mystery of a 300-year-old mummified mermaid body. The creature is 12 inches long, and it was allegedly found in the Pacific Ocean off the Japanese island Shikoku between the dates of 1736 and 1741. Hiroshi Kanoshi of the Okayama Folklore Society informed the scientists about the Japanese legend surrounding mermaids. He states Japanese mermaids have a legend of immortality. It is said that if you eat the flesh of a mermaid, you will never die. Now, Hiroshi didn't believe that the mermaid thing was real. When you look at the images like I showed before, the mermaid thing, of course, it doesn't look real, like a statue or relic thing like that, but they're trying to identify what the origin, where it came from, and he really it kind of could be made like one of the monkey fish things they used to make with they use certain yarn using real animal flesh upon it, and kind of make it into some type of almost like artifact creature thing and took it back in the past. Cause it was just kind of strange that it was found where the legend kind of happened. The legend happened on those islands where people were saying that the mermaids and the sirens was coming from that island. So the legend happened there. So seeing that artifact there could have been just them making it they're trying to make the legend be something real, or maybe something to lure people away or to keep a mystery going for many years and many years to come. But the next step of this video, we're going to dive into some video footage of people who have claimed to have seen mermaids and caught it on camera, or a siren caught it on camera, and here goes. Now, that first video does look a little creepy, but in my opinion, I don't believe that's real. I believe it could have been like an animatronic. We've seen people have a lot of great things. We've seen a lot of movies make these crazy machines and stuff like that could work. And the first video could look like it can be some type of stage thing. It still looked pretty cool and look crazy and look creepy and stuff, but I believe that it was kind of altered. And the second one, now I actually seen that full episode time ago, like years ago, many years ago. I think that was part of that little documentary thing I mentioned earlier in the video, that little history thing they had about the sirens or something like that, or mermaids. They was took a submarine down, and they was doing like some research mission they was doing, and the hand print was on there. Then I think another clip they had where like the face was shown or something like that. But most of that stuff in that documentary, or that little research, little like type of journey they had for that episode was altered. Not altered, but debunked. I meant to say it was debunked, and people say like it was not found real. It was staged and stuff like that. So I don't know to take that fully like that. I don't know the context of that. If you guys know, let me know in the comment section down below. But that's really all I got for this video. This is a shorter video right here. I was trying to like have we have some shorter videos here and there, but the longer ones, we got some big stuff coming. Big stuff coming for the series. Episode 10 gonna be something very cool. Something dealing with Christmas and horror and just a lot of stuff like that. So it's gonna be very cool. So stay tuned for that. But in conclusion, for me, really, I believe I'm kind of like I'm gonna say I'm 70. Now I'm gonna say 60-40% certain. 60% certain that sirens are not real. 60% certain. No. 40% of me believe that maybe it could be, because in the entirety of the world, us humans have only discovered, or only only discovered and only ventured through 5% of the ocean. So 5% out of the entire ocean, only 5% we have discovered. So that leaves a lot. That leaves a lot. So there's a lot of things maybe down there that you haven't seen. There's a lot of things maybe lurking that could be down there. Remember Jurassic World movie, the big old giant dinosaur thing that came from under the water? That might be down there. You never know what's down there. We haven't searched the full entirety of the ocean, so it could be a siren down there. That's why I never go one-sided fully on certain things, because you never know what could be lurking around. A mystery can be waiting. But that's all I got for this video. It's a shorter video. Expect some longer ones in the future, especially episode 10. But I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.